everyone. It's Scrap Backwards Monday, and I'm using Scrap-A-Sketch number 100. It's this one right here with the gigantic star. And I didn't make a gigantic star. I made a sort of semi-gigantic star and two other smaller stars. So we'll see how I can be led by the sketch, but not exactly follow it, which is kind of what I do most of the time. Anyway, I'm going to start with a little bit of mixed media. I'm using from my kit, let's see, where did I put the... Okay, here we go. I'm using this paper by My Mind's Eye, which is from 2012, Miss Caroline, and I've used it before, and this is the last bit of it that I have, and I love it, so I'm gonna keep it, of course. I have this, which comes from Christmas on Market Street collection by My Mind's Eye, also My Mind's Eye, from 2015. And this was given, it was a gift from My Mind's Eye to, I believe it was Scrap Happy family reunion that we had, would have been maybe in 2015. And I've kept that. I love the colors, and what I like, the stripe is pretty on its own, but it has those gold bits in between, and then the polka dot is just adorable. And there are lots of greens and blues and so forth, and it's got the exact same blue that's or teal-ish, aqua-ish, that's in that polka dot. So I thought they went together. And then I kind of threw in this Paige Evans paper that doesn't relate to anything, but I think is going to be a good accent anyway. And all of those, that orange color actually came from this Pinkfresh floral that has the red and greens that are in the stripe, but it also has the kind of the orange. So anyway, that's I don't need any excuses for the strange color combinations I use, because you've come to expect that from me. I'm gonna move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, and so that I can see that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna do just a really quick bit of mixed media. I'm using bundled sage and cracked pistachio, and I have no idea how that's gonna combine, but we'll see. I'm just gonna spritz that a little bit and kind of mix it up with my paintbrush, and I'm just doing splatters right now. And then I'm going to, let me put this over here, kind of do some bigger splats. And kind of spread out some of those splatters. Just a very subtle kind of look. And I'm going to dry it, and I need to dry it quickly because, okay, that's absolutely what I was going for, just a very subtle kind of look. Normally not my jam, but let's go. As I use things, I'll kind of tell you where they came from my kit. These are the two My Mind's Eye bits. I'm going to kind of place them right there without gluing them down. And instead of having them over the star like that, I'm going to add the star in like this. And that's kind of why I wanted the mixed media over here. Let's do the star like this. And that kind of gives me some idea of how the placement has to go. I don't want too much of the star hidden. And I know I'm probably giving Lisa some hiccups right now because it's not her sketch anymore. Okay, so I'll do that. And then I'll do another star there and one here. What I'm doing is I'm trying to see if maybe I do need to hide some of this star, but I kind of like it hanging over this way, even touching the photograph or coming close to it. And then I'll do this floral there and this floral here. Actually, let me do the smaller floral here. This one can go here because I'm just covering up the table. And I can have that star there. I'm still thinking this needs to be down a little so that this can be up a little. I'm going to do it like that. And I'm just going to anchor it like that. It touches the tips, it touches the edges right there. And then all of this will be easier to do once I've done that. Okay, and then this has and I will tell you how I came to decide to outline these in ink. This star was created on my word processor by bringing in the star shape, getting rid of the fill, and adding an outline. And so when I printed it directly onto the pattern paper, and then I fussy cut around, leaving a little border. So I thought that border looked nice, and so on the other stars, I just did that with a pen. I die cut these, and I did the outline with a pen. So I thought, well, why don't I outline the pattern papers as well? Just kind of silly. Ooh, there's another piece of that paper, so saving that. Okay, and then now I'm going to put this down so that some of the that outline shows. We'll do it like so. And now we're going to start doing some flowers. I want to get some foam to put behind those stars because I want them standing up. In the grand scheme of things. And I think I may have just cut my finger, which is not a good thing when you take blood thinners. But, okay, so let me get this back so that I can see that you can see. There, that might be a better view. Okay, florals. I was going to do the smaller floral up here and the larger one here. And then I'm going to do this gold glittery leaf. It's from an old Mind the Scrap kit. Do that. Then I have foam on the back of this. And then I have the larger star. Which can go right there. And I'm going to put a bee there because that's closest to where a bee is sitting. And I waited too long to scrapbook this because there are a couple folks that are no longer in the picture. Let's see, where do I want that? I want that maybe right there on that part of the star. Maybe right in the center of the star. Katybug's not in this picture. She's not here. She was not present. She was visiting relatives in Oklahoma. Listen to me. I'm not thinking as I'm talking here, which is kind of a frequent problem. Okay, let's go back to, I'm going to stick this, I'm going to put this on, and then I'll do the leaf later. I want to be sure this is placed there where it covers the table and not any people. Excuse me. And I have a ladybug there just to represent Katie because we had talked to her earlier and we're thinking about her. Here, the little camera goes there. That's in the sketch. So I'm following the sketch there. And then I have the star. A little star to put, I might put this on over the, well, I don't want to cover the red. I'll put it there. And then I'm going to do the alligator kind of over. I wish I had an alligator going that way. Let me see if I do. here are all my alligators. I've got one that's looking over the thing. Oh, here's one that goes that way. It's not a cute one like that, but I think it would work. Here's a pink one with green. I love that. I'm gonna go with it. This one is green with green, and that would work too. But I kind of like the pink because there are some pink dots in that. Let me kind of go like this. Okay. I like that. And the baby squirrel, I've got this chipboard one and I could put it there, but I think I'd like a cuter squirrel, a prettier squirrel, and maybe a smaller one. I have this green mixed media-ish one. I'm just going to put it, whatever I use, I'm going to put over here by the, let's see, I'm going to put it by the alligator. Don't want a purple one. Here's a little kind of brown one that sort of blends in too much. I don't want to blend in. I'm running low-ish on these. Okay, there's a yellow flower up in that top cluster. And here is a little yellow squirrel. So it balances that. So I'm going to go with it. I'm thinking that's going to work. Okay. Now, let me put the squirrels back away. I'm not going to use the ladybug, but I have some other goodies to add. Reese was under the table, so I ought to include her, some reference to her. Let's see. I'm gonna sneak that under there. I love these wood veneer leaves, and I forget where I got them. I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. Let's do that one right there. And I have this little word strip that says "Rolling with it," and that's me rolling with this photo, even though some of the folks aren't part of the scene these days. I'm gonna put that right there so that it's kind of climbing up. I'm gonna put this here coming out from the star, And let's see what else I've got. I have a clippy thing with a geotag that says "We are here." I'm going to slide that in at an angle like that. And then this Little Joys may actually become my title. And I have, oh, here, okay. I have this piece that it's today's date, 123, a date that won't happen again for 100+ years. So I have to put that, I have to tuck that in somewhere. And where would that want to be? Maybe right there. It's not staying down where I'm tucking it. Let me see. There we go. And then I like this that says "Love Our Time Together." So I'm going to put this. It contrasts the gray color, which picks up on colors in the photo, kind of contrasts nicely with the stripe. So I'm going to put it right there. I have another couple of leaf sprigs to go in the floral clusters. Right there. And that one can go right there. Okay, and I have a little word strip that says "family." Did I attach that? I did. Let's go here. Here. And that kind of brings the orange again. And then this says "celebrate." Little tiny "celebrate." Where do we put that? Maybe right here. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch. I'm going to put the "family" here because it contrasts nicely with the teal. And I can tuck it under the camera. And then this "celebrate" kind of works next to the date. And then I have one more thing that I want to add. It's from this sticker sheet. Well, there are actually a couple things. I have to have my overlapping hearts. I didn't do overlapping hearts on my last couple of pages, and I noticed it a little too late. I'm going to do that right there and that right there. Oh, great. And I've got a hair, as you can tell, my hair is kind of out there, and there's a lot of static electricity around. James took a great photo of Reese with the hair on her ears standing up with all the static electricity. It is 20 degrees outside and just icy. I mean, really icy. I've got this bit of orange scallop. Wonder if I could sneak it under there. I kind of like that. I don't want a whole lot of it showing, and I probably don't need it on foam, but I'm just gonna kind of stick it here. It adds more of the orange color, which if I add enough of it in other places, maybe you'll forget that it's not in the main papers. You promise me you'll forget that. But I have this, which says Happy Thanksgiving, but I only want to see the part of it that says happy. So I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to take this Love Our Time Together off and put it someplace else. Hopefully, it is sticking really well. It's been there long enough for the adhesive to have really bonded. But I think it's a type of adhesive that won't tear the bottom layer. It did kind of tear a little bit, but that just looks like distressing, right? The Love Our Time Together, I'm going to put down here, or let me just kind of put it off for the moment. And what I want to do here is since it was New Year's Eve, I'm going to say Happy New Year. And these letters are too big. So I'm going to find something else, and that's going to, when you see it posted, that's going to say New Year right under there. And I think I'm going to get those little things that I have in my kit that say, that are, they're, Obed Marshall, little tiny round puffy dots that have tiny letters. So that should work. So that's my version of the page. Let me cover my glue, and I'm going to see where this Love Our Time Together can go. How about if I tuck it right here under the alligator? Don't like it. I'll use it on another page. So let's see, let me push this up, and there's the finished page with all the some reference, you know, to there's a big star, and there's a big star. So I'm thinking it's okay. And I love the subtle mixed media there. It's just enough, and it's just the perfect color to contrast with the orange star. So thank you for watching, And I'll see you next Monday with more goodies from the kit. I'm going to do a kit reveal tomorrow where I'm going to pull all the Christmas stuff out and do. I meant to do that at the beginning of the month, but as you know, I've had some, I don't know, what, 5 hospital stays since the first of the year, since the first of the month. So what I will do is I'm building a How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, which I will use for scrap backwards, and I'll use the scrap backwards process like I did with this one. I put all the pieces together and then found this photo, which I had kind of decided maybe not to use, but I pulled it up anyway, and it's a memory. It's a memory. It was a wonderful day. I was actually feeling really good. Then I had somewhat recovered from some of the stuff that had been going on, and I had made a huge pot of really delicious black-eyed peas and a big pot of cornbread, and people just kind of came in and out and had meals as they came, and it wasn't one big sit down thing. This was the big sit down, and it was just for the photo. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you with the kit reveal and kind of describe to you the process. I'm going to try to do some of the How to Kill a Kit with Style challenges, and then I'll be back. I won't have anything Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday with Christmas in January, and then Friday with Mixed Media Mayhem and Pinkfresh Friday, and then Simple Stories Saturday, and then Scrap Squad Sunday, and we start all over again. So thank you so much for watching, and I leave you with this page. Strange looking page, but I love it. Bye.